Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to your favorite YouTube channel. It's Prince Lection once again. If you're new to the channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button and help me create more content like this. So, before I start on this video, I'd like to tell you scratch yourself until you patch yourself, break yourself until you make yourself, and never, ever, ever let your struggles become your identity. So, let's begin on the video of today. So, have you ever heard of the 90-day rule by Steve Harvey? It's basically a rule where ladies are told that they should take about 90 days before being intimate with a guy for the first time. So, and you know, there are a lot of such information on social media, especially listening to guys like Dr. Phil, listening to preachers like T.D. Jakes, who are very popular and whose opinions have been taken like the truth by the masses, which actually drives my point today that so many people, they are not independent in how they are making decisions and in their thoughts. Somehow they are driving on other people's opinions as their truths and their beliefs, but and then they wonder why their lives are a bit complicated. So actually, sometime back nilikuwa na chill kwa fundi fulani hapo wa nguo, and in the Middle East I had this friend of mine anafanya kazi KPLC, and at the same time pia kulikuwa I had this pastor who was a very big church pale Kawa West. So tulikuwa tumeketi hapo hivyo tunabonga. And of course, saa zingine wanaume wakipatana, we can talk about football, we can talk about women, we can talk about business, we can talk about politics, vitu kama hizo. So at this particular point, tulikuwa tunaongelea, love, relationships, madem, Nairobi. So, because these guys are way older than me, like this pastor, married for about 18 years. This guy from KPLC married for over 10 years. So nikawambia, I'm a young guy. I need some advice from you. So unani advice aje na hii story, Mnaonaje 90 day rule? Mnaona msee anafaa kungoja for how long? So kila mtu alikuwa na valid opinion. Msee wa KPLC akasema, akawa nichapia story yake, akatuchapia story yake. Akasema for the first time alipatana na now the wife, they were already intimate, which I'm speechless. I no comments. But they are married over 10 years now. They have kids, very beautiful family, a stable marriage, happily married. And then at the same time, pastor akadifa, because obviously akona different opinion. He preaches chastity and the whole idea of waiting until marriage so that you can be intimate with your partner for the first time. So akasema vile alipatana na now the wife, ako allow kwanza the wife to come into his house because alikuwa na avoid kukuwa in a compromising situation. That is the first thing. Secondly, hawajai meet in a closed environment. It was only outdoor the whole time. Thirdly, they have never been intimate before marriage, because alikuwa anasema if this is the person that I'm going to be married for forever and spend over 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years together, mbona siwezi ngoja tu a few months, nivumilie a few months and then do these things in the right way, which actually made perfect sense because watu wengi they are normally in a hurry, and then later few years down the marriage they start getting tired of one another, they start infidelity and all these other uncouth behaviors. So it's something that really resonated with me, but I was just there getting their views on this particular matter. So, which actually drove my point, because for among all the people that I've talked to about this particular matter of love, marriage and relationship, kila mtu ako na story tofauti tofauti. There are people who are married in church, kuna wengine wamefanya kamushti, wengine ni customary wedding, wengine wako in polygamous marriages, na zote zimefanya kazi. So my point exactly is where love rules, laws are not needed. Kwa sababu, and also different people have their own love language and their own particular way of showing love to their partners. And I don't believe that you as an individual, you should believe in a particular procedure or in a particular way that someone instilled in you, that is how things are supposed to be done. Because I believe that in this life there's no scripts. And another thing actually which disturbs me is the fact that people are so complacent in relationships. They don't want to put efforts in the name of simping. They don't want to simp. Because just food for thought. For example, we all have different challenges growing up. Kuna watu wengine wamepitia challenges mob sana even in their education. Wengine wamesoma na bursaries from the CDF. Wengine wamefanyiwa fundraising just to go to school. Wengine wameuza land, wengine wameuza ng'ombe, mifugo yani. Wengine wamefunga hata mabiashara. Wazazi wengine wamefanya kazi zingine chafu chafu sana ili kulipia watoto wao karo ya shule. And then finally, after struggling through education with in some public school in the middle of nowhere with no electricity, no modern day facilities, sometimes unapata mtu anasoma ameweka miguu ndani ya maji just to be awake the whole night. Unasoma na koroboi ama taa, kwenda shule na baiskeli asubuhi ama na baridi, maybe hata barefoot sometimes. And then maybe you work hard, you pass, unafika kampo, ndio wewe, maybe working an extra job somewhere so that you can pay for your fee. And then ikikuja pia kwa job, umepata job, you're working overtime, even sometimes during weekends. You're praying, you're tithing, you're fasting. And finally, maybe God helps you, unapata promotion. And for some weird reason, you're willing to sacrifice all these things for your career and other things in your life, for your parents, for your purpose. But for some reason, you don't want to sacrifice or invest or put effort in a relationship with this person whom you're supposed to live with forever, every day. I find it unreasonable, because let's say, for example, someone will not call twice, someone will not text you twice just because hataki kuongeza text ingine juu ya text ingine, ama hataki kucall mara mbili because ataonekana yeye ni simp. Doesn't really make sense. If you like a person, you enjoy talking to them every day. If you text a person every day, it doesn't make you a simp, because you like the person, you love the person, and so long as you guys have an agreement that we are doing this, I don't think that minor things like calling and texting should be an issue. Of course, I'm very reasonable. Effort inafaa kutoka on both sides, but I'm just saying, if you find yourself that you are the first person texting maybe for like 2 or 3 days ikifuatana, you should not feel like you're simping. Sijui kama mnaniget. Anyway, sitaki kuendelea kuwa controversial. It's just my personal opinion, so msinichukie. If you also have your own personal opinion, ingia hapo chini kwa comment. Tunataka kujua what are your personal views on this matter. So if you like the video, click on the like button. Kama una feel hii video ni interesting na unataka mabeshti zako wajiengage na hii information, just click on the share and yeah, see you again next time on another video. Peace.